coach, you have to be one happy coach right now, huh?
I sure am, Mark. I tell you what, that was awesome. The girls played hard, and it was a heck of a good win. So.
You know, it seemed serving. You always have a plan. Nothing gets by you. What was the plan tonight serving?
Yeah, the thing is, serving for us, we're trying to serve away from, their big hitters, trying to hit seams. I always tell the girls, let's try to get the ball to move a little bit. And it just kind of works out for us. So, but it went good, Mark. And then of course for us, honestly, I think serve receive, Mark. They're a good serving team. We got to be able to serve receive against them, and I thought there's a couple spells maybe for a couple points, but boom, then we settled right back down, and then we were passing the ball well again. So our serving was decent, and it seemed like that kind of about that 12, 15 points we'd kind of get a little run on them, but. And our serve receive was decent. Our serve receive was well, so that was good.
It always comes down to not make mistakes. To where, say, like Bold had enough double touches tonight.
Yeah.
Sox Center had a few. This was kind of tournament officiating tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Mark, and so let's clarify one thing though, Mark. They had their setter broke a wrist against or broke a bone in the wrist against Montevideo last week. So they're on their second setter, but hell, we're second, third setter sometimes too. So that's just how deep you are. But you're right. It was, the thing is, Mark, about it is when they start calling them, then I want them to call them all the time. Don't pick and choose. Then you have to call them all. But they did a pretty good job. So.
When you think about the players individually, it seems like everybody was on their game tonight. Just off the top of your head, who comes to mind right away?
Yeah, the thing is, I think that little 5'6" outside left hitter, Maddie Schuster, played an awfully good game. I told you last week we were working on tempo, and tonight there was a lot of times that Sierra could hook up with Maddie on the outside. Maddie could hit it. Maddie, it doesn't necessarily all hitting it down. You got to hit off the block, and she did a nice job of hitting it off the block and keeping in play. I thought she did a great job, and I thought she did a really good job of digging their outsides too. But to be very honest with you, Mark, you are right. You were right what you said. It was hard to pick anybody that did not play well tonight. You know what I mean? I challenged the girls. I said, we got one shot at this. All right, girls, we got to go get it tonight, and everybody do your job. Just think about what we're doing and do your job well. And I thought everybody did their job and they did it well. And we come out on top. So, I told them too. I said, we do your job, do it well. Whatever happens, happens. Deep down inside, I was sure thinking if everybody did their job and they did it well, we're going to win. You know what I mean? We're going to win. So, but it was, Mark, it was a heck of a good match. It was fun. It was exciting. The atmosphere here is always, it's great. It's smaller. The student section's right there. Football team's right there. It was a great atmosphere. So.
One other player, too. How important was it for Tori Jennison to play like she did tonight?
Yeah, you're right. She we really got her kind of involved. Again, we have to pass the ball well to keep your middles involved. And I thought her and Brooke did an awesome job. I thought they both hit very well out of the middle. But when they hit well out of the middle, that means we're passing and setting the ball decent. So that says a lot. Then they could turn around and hit and run offense out of the middle. So.
Well, I wanted to say, too, when you look at Sierra Corden tonight, now maybe she got off to a slower start. She missed a few shots. But once she gets going and starts to heat up, she's good.
Yeah. She does. And we're trying to coach her up and trying to a little bit of finesse and I told her before the game, I said use all the tools in the shop tonight. Don't just power it at them and she did. She tipped and sweeped and threw a little bit too. And when we knew the block was going to be in front of her, but also she can lean back and hit as hard as anybody can. So you're right. I think she started a little bit slow and maybe just a little bit amped up, but. Besides maybe the first 5 points, she played pretty well. And I honestly, honest to goodness, Mark, I have to say, I really mean it. I think we played, Kinsey Ritter. We're sitting here with Kinsey Ritter at 18 digs tonight, and I think that's our 14 dig. Sorry, I think that's an awesome night for her. Rhea and Matt each had 9, and so we're digging the ball and we're keeping the ball alive too. So it, but then and like you said, we served well. I think I like our servers. I think we got some really good servers that can move the ball around. They can get that ball to float and kind of dive and knuckle a little bit. And I kind of challenged them after 1 and 2 because I didn't think in set 1 that we served decent to spots maybe, but we didn't serve with that movement on the ball. And then I thought by set 2 and 3, then I think we started to get that ball to move a little bit more. And then that makes, even a tough, a good passer, it's kind of tough on him. So
I don't want to discount, too, the play of Izzy Coble and Brooke Reeland. Now, they may not have the highest stats in the world when you look at it, but, man, they come up with plays, though, when they need to, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I thought, one of the things is, Mark, I got the stats here, kind of looking at them, and, Tori Jennison had 3 blocks, Izzy had 2, and Ellie Herkaff had 1, and Brooke Reeland had 3, and Sierra Corton had 1. Maddie Schuster had 2. And that, again, I think did not Maddie Schuster set the tone when we started that set 1 and she blocked that girl on the backside, and that's what we had planned. I said, Maddie, you're gonna have to block this girl on the backside by yourself, all right? And I tell you what, she blocked her. I mean, it was not even the aces that she had, but she just kept turning her back, blocking it back the other way. I think a lot of times with that, you can frustrate the heck out of somebody. But you're right. I think Izzy and Brooke had good nights. I really think so. And again, I think Sierra and April they did a nice job of setting the ball tonight. And and then like I said, then we're gonna lean on Kinsey Ritter and Maddie Schuster to dig up the ball on the left side, and they did a great job. And then Rhea Seebeck in the back middle. I thought too there was a little spell where a couple points, and I called timeout, and I just told her, hey, you just settle down a little bit, and when they start swinging, you got to dig in. You can't be moving anymore. Then you got to read and see what's going on, and she settled right back down and played decent. So it was a good night though.
Yeah. So first place in the conference right now, but you go to Minnewaska on Thursday, and Minnewaska leads right now 2-1 at Melrose, and so you can't relax here on Thursday either.
No, we can't, Mark. And I tell you what, we've been doing this since the last time we played Bold, where we were talking we want to play one game at a time, one match at a time, and we were really concentrating on this one, and we're going to enjoy the heck out of this one tonight, and we're going to get back and have a great practice tomorrow, and we're going to have to go up to Minnewaska on Thursday. So, and you're right. I think Minnewaska is a team that it seems like they're always like that. They just keep getting better. They keep improving as the year goes. And when you catch them at the end of the year, then they're playing pretty well. So it should be a great match up there on Thursday. Man, we're going to enjoy the heck out of this one, though, tonight. That bus ride home is going to be fun. So
all right. You get to it. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
All right.